friends, it's Sarah from Sweet Scents from the Dollhouse. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Subscribe, join us, or in the very least, smash that bell for future content notification because I try and post daily. Gonna try and do something new on my channel, just because I'm figuring like I do a monthly melting basket, and then I show you my empties, but I don't tell you about the scents in between, if that makes sense. So remind me in case I forget. I just show you what I'm warming in every video. And if I forget to show you, say, hey Sarah, what were you warming? Because then maybe some of the missed scents in between I could tell you about. I am warming Super Tarts Serious, which is blackberry sandalwood and a hint of black pepper. This is a D-stash I received. There was 4 cubes in here, and I'm not sure if it was stored quite correctly or if Serious is just a really light scent. But I'm getting minimal to nil from this, and based on those scent notes, that should be a banger, and that should be my jam. So I think I just need to order me a bar of Serious and forget about that because it's done. But to go along with that, I'm melting Sensational's black pepper and rosemary in like the little alcove in my kitchen near the garbage. This is super, super strong. Love it. And I thought it would be complimentary to that one. Oh, I don't know. I'm kicking myself in the butt. These were $1.88 before Christmas. I should have picked up 100 of these because nobody else is buying them. I love it. And then to go along with this like peppery theme, I'm also melting Scentsy's Hendrix in different places of the house. So that's what all 3 of these have in common. 2 have black pepper in them. This one, I think I've discovered my love for Hendrix and what my obsession is. So I did a little bit of research. I have melted various waxes now that have tobacco in them, which Hendrix has. I have a bajillion different scents with patchouli in it, which is my soul scent. I'm actually wearing patchouli oil right now. Love it. You know what Hendrix has in it that no other wax melt does? Pink pepper, which is very trendy in European colognes. It's amazing. Damn near impossible to find in fragrance oils. I have never found an indie vendor that has a scent with an authentic pink pepper in it, and that's what Hendrix has that nothing else does, folks. I figured it out. Find me a vendor that does a pink pepper blend, and I'll just give them all my money forever and ever. What else am I melting? Scentsy's Citrus Rosemary, which is complementary to the rosemary in this. You see the theme I got going on today? And last but not least, the girls are melting Sensational's Iced Lemon Sugar Cookie on the top floor of the house. Oh my word. I almost forgot. I'm also melting Gadriel's, I don't even know how to say it properly, so I'm just going to say it. Himalayan sea salt, wood, sugarcane, sage, and Sorrento lemons. I know I've been saying on my channel for a while, I'm dying to find my like signature kitchen scent. Do you know what I mean? This might be it. Strange because this is from the same D-stash. This hardly smells at all. This is to die for. So I'll definitely be placing an order for both of these on my May Super Tarts order. So let's get into the bread and butter of this video. Unlike any other Scentsy video you have ever seen. Have I ever done a Scentsy return? Yes, I have. I have scheduled Scentsy returns. I schedule Scentsy returns all the time, but because I have a YouTube channel and the majority of my customers are all over North America in just different pockets, when one of my customers has something wrong, they put a call or a text or an email to me, Sarah, this is what's going on. Can you swap it for me? Sure. I trust the majority of my customers that they're going to send the item back, so I have Scentsy send them the return label. I schedule the return, I send them the replacement product, and I just explain to them, please and thank you, return the defective item, because if not, they're going to take it out of my commission. Never had a problem. Never. But I I've never really done a return myself. So if you've been hanging out on my channel and you've seen this mini unboxing of the Berry Cosmo Boogie Brick, this came to me busted. I can't be sure if this happened en route to the dollhouse, perhaps, or perhaps it left Scentsy like this. There's really no way of telling. But there was lots of comments and lots of suggestions on that video in the thread. And one of my subscribers is like, that's bullshit, send it back, basically. Like, don't even worry about it, just send it back. And I was kind of like, hello, dummy, why didn't I think of that? Just send it back. You know, it's a gift from my friend Michael in England. He knows about it, but there's really no rush. I would rather send him one that wasn't falling apart. Like, could you imagine what this will look like by the time it gets to England? This is not good. I thought about putting it in a polypropylene bag, but here's your present, like all the way from Canada. It looks like shit. Nah. My subscriber's right. Send it back. She's like, I just call them. They'll send you the return label just like it was if a customer was exchanging it. I thought, oh, yeah, she's probably right. Sure enough, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Scentsy doesn't ask any questions. I just told them, took a picture, scheduled it through the chat bubble on my workstation. Excellent. While I have you here, can I also return these French catalogs? I need some English ones. That's right, folks. I have yet to hand out one catalog for the spring and summer releases. I have the brochures, but catalog is way better. I don't have any English catalogs to give my customers. So they scheduled this return as well. Let's pack this return box, shall we? So here we go. So no problem, no questions asked. Miss Russell will do that for you right away. Then I got thinking. Satisfaction guarantee. Does that apply to the Scentsy wax? I know that without a doubt, if your packaging comes damaged, if your warmer fritzes out, I know that the satisfaction guarantee applies to all of that. But in turn, should it not be applicable to the Scentsy wax? So I called Scentsy Consultant Support back, or messaged them back and said, hey, you have no problem returning this smash brick. What about my bricks that I ordered? I placed an order for both Strawberry Daiquiri Disco and Pineapple Colada Cha-Cha. Both of these on cold are gorgeous. I mean, I'm not even kidding. And I've smelled a lot of pina colada variations from multitude of commercial as well as indie vendors, and there is nothing quite like this pina colada. This is super, super, super authentic. The best pina colada I've smelled, hands down. But both of these don't throw worth a damn in my house. Even for like just the sake of testing out Scentsy's theory of 4 to 5 cubes per melt, I took a whole cube of this brick. That's a big piece of wax. And tossed it in my Make-A-Scene warmer because that's the largest dish that I have. And it nearly overflowed that dish. But it didn't make a damned of a difference if I was cutting these in thirds, in halves, or tossing in the whole chunk. It still doesn't throw worth a damn. These are so light, you can hardly even detect them once they're warming. So I don't know about you, but sometimes when I contact consultant support, like I feel like I lose brain cells, or that they've got like a pre-approved list of things that they can say. And I tried to explain to them, like, I make candles, I know about fragrance percentages and so on and so forth. And he says to me, if you can smell them in the clamshell then there's no reason you shouldn't be able to smell them in the warmer. Yeah, I can smell them in this clamshell if I put my face in it like this. I get the same amount of scent when I put it in a warmer and add heat to it. There's a problem. So you get these, like, it's almost like you're talking to a robot, automated answers, right? So I tell him, enough about the runaround. Does the satisfaction guarantee apply to Scentsy wax? And what does it fall under? Does it fall under a defective product because you've pissed with the Scentsy oils in here, reduce them at least by 1/3? Or is it a defect? Like, how does that work? Just saying, just curious. So he can't explain it outside of these pre-approved comments, I swear. So they just copy and paste the satisfaction guarantee. And in it, it says it has to be unused and resellable. So I said, well, how does a customer determine that the wax won't throw unless they use the cube and put it in the warmer? Of course, these can't be resold. But why would we want to resell product that doesn't work to the next unsuspecting turd? And again, you need to refer to the satisfaction guarantee. I feel like I'm talking in circles. It's almost like a giant, like I just want to take a fork and jab it into my eye because it's insulting to your intellect. Like, I can't even, just bubbling, right? So I purchased these. It's within the 30 days. The product doesn't work. So it's defective. Can I return them? In a roundabout way, the answer is yes. There's a whole bunch of nonsense that you have to go through to get the yes, but both of these bricks are being returned. So he does say to me, you can't return things just because you don't like the smell of them. If you've seen my review and my first sniffs, I love the smell of both of these things. Let me tell you, I'm going to call consultant support letter A. The other thing that I love is all you need is love. I ordered 4 of these bars. I completely melted an entire bar plus 2 cubes. Does not throw worth a damn. I explained to consultant support, I love this so much that when the bars didn't work, I ordered it in the room spray, as well as coconut sugar, which is the matching oil. This is how much I love this scent. And he can't argue with me. He can't argue with me because I love this scent. It's not that I don't like it. It's that the product doesn't work. So coconut sugar is also going back, as well as these 3, what I have left, bars of All You Need Is Love. This breaks my heart. If Scentsy, I even told them, instead of making these bars that don't work, come out with All You Need Is Love in a body care line. Oh my word. I will get rid of every perfume, every lotion, every souffle, every cream, everything in my house, and I would wear Scentsy's All You Need Is Love forever. It is that delicious. That's how much I love this scent. But the bars don't throw, so same with apricot and vanilla. This is another one. This is so beautiful. I was like testing this bar in every warmer, in every space. If I warmed this in my walk-in closet, kept the door closed, and overfilled a 15-watt warmer with 2 cubes, I can kind of smell it. This too, if this came out in a body line, oh, I mean it. I mean it. I would get rid of every other scent that I wear and just wear this. It's that gorgeous. Clearly, I can't return this on a satisfaction guarantee. There's only 2 cubes left. Same with A is for apple. This one is gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love this because it's very reminiscent of Vintage Chic Scents Yakety Yak, which clearly with an indie vendor like Vintage Chic Scents, you can only get it if she pours it. This smells almost identical to Vintage Chic Scents, but it doesn't throw. So obviously I can't return this one with 2 cubes, but I will be returning this full bar. What else do we have? Sheer Leather. This is, I would say, at best, a light to medium scent. Very masculine. It's definitely not Hendrix. It's not bad. It's like a super light, smoky, earthy cologne-y scent. This is the strongest performing wax, and even at that I've tried out of the spring and summer catalog, it's light. So I'm keeping that one. The other top performing scent that I've tried, and this will be the only scent that I order out of the 2018 spring and summer catalog, is Pastelitos. Again, I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. This too is, I'd say, a light to medium performer as well, but these two are the strongest ones in the Scentsy catalog right now, and both light to medium. What else? Caramel Sugar Cone, 2 cubes missing, didn't work, going back. Candy Crave, can't smell this at all. This is also going back on the Scentsy Satisfaction Guarantee. Pineapple Pucker, crazy light pineapple sorbet that I had left over from spring and summer 2017. Will chase you out of the house. Compared to this one, like, again, it's gorgeous scents. He's like, you can't return all these because you don't like them. It's not one do I not like. Not one. I would say the only one that I don't really like is Sheer Leather, and it's one of the better performers out of these. And by Scentsy standards, it's not even really a good performer. It's one of 2 decent performers. That's the only one I don't like. The rest of these I love, but they don't work. So Pineapple Pucker is going back. Aloe Water and Cucumber. This one I tried to melt again in my walk-in closet with the door closed. This scent is to die for. So beautiful, so fresh. Again, don't let the cucumber turn you off. It's there, but it's so teeny tiny. Aloe Water and Cucumber note is the equivalent of the Bing Cherry in All You Need Is Love. It's there, but it's complementary. Usually with scents that I don't like, they pop out to me, or they end up being the most prominent, and it turns me off. I love this. It doesn't throw. And I don't live in my walk-in closet with the door closed. Johnny Appleseed, I used 1 cube. This one also is going back. It was, oh, there it is again. Different than A is for Apple. Very different, but the performance was slim to none unless I was right over top of my warmer. This blueberry cheesecake is the only thing that I have ordered in the last 30 days that I haven't melted yet. I was hoping to use it for scent scores. Unfortunately, I don't have blueberry cheesecake, like an older bar, to compare it to. It smells like blueberry cheesecake. It smells delicious, but so does everything in that box. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. I will be keeping blueberry cheesecake. So at the end of all this, this entire box is full of Scentsy that needs to be returned. My next question to consultant support is, what are you going to send me in return? Like this is full. This is a lot of my hard-earned money in here. The Scentsy Satisfaction Guarantee states that you can send back your purchases within 30 days and they will ship you out the exact same product. Oh, this is what I'm keeping, because this spray actually works, just like all the other sprays. The only problem that I've had with Scentsy is with the bars. And in the satisfaction guarantee, they send you the exact same product. So everything you just seen, they're sending it to me again. So I said to consultant support A, what will the difference be though? These bars don't throw. These bars have a reduced amount of fragrance oils in them, so the performance therefore is lacking. You mean to tell me that you're going to send me the exact same bars and I'm going to have the exact same problem and going to go through the exact same thing with you a second time? Does Scentsy never give refunds? That's another big thing for me. I didn't realize until I became a Scentsy consultant and went through the steps in the process that Scentsy doesn't give refunds. Unless you accidentally charge somebody's credit card and it's, but for purchases, there's no such thing as refunds. If you aren't satisfied with the product, they send you the same product over and over and over until either you are satisfied or I think you just give up trying, which is incredibly disheartening to me. I don't think that doing returns or refunds back in the day was an issue when they were creating a quality product. Like, before I became a Scentsy consultant and I was a consumer for 10 years, I never once even dreamed of sending any of my Scentsy back because it was amazing. It was the best thing I had ever tried. I was thrilled. I never asked to send something back. If anything, I was always placing more orders. Which leads me back to, if you've been on my channel for a while, you'll remember a video from back in November when I first discovered that Scentsy was doing these new recommendations of using 4 to 5 cubes in one warmer. September 1st came around and they increased the price by 33% here in Canada. Our bars used to be, what were they, $6 and now they're $8. A 33% increase, but at the same time, Scentsy all of a sudden goes, oh, and to avoid any confusion, you need to melt 4 to 5 cubes per melt for the intended fragrance experience. I'm like, Scentsy, who are you talking to? Avoid what confusion? Who's confused? I was never confused. I have always been for 10 years under the impression that 1, if not 2, bars would work. What confusion? Like, that was a roundabout way of saying, we've done something to the formula again. You're going to need to use triple the amount you used to use. At the exact same time, you increase the price by 33%. You tell customers they're also going to have to use 3 times the amount of the product? What? I have never heard something crazier in my entire life. And I have no idea why, but the purple people eaters of the world just go, okay. And if you remember that video from November, which a lot of purple people eaters, I got some shade for that video, but I don't give a shit. Remember that video when I said, this is a prediction of things to come. I called it in November that the quality of the Scentsy bar was going to go down tremendously because all of a sudden, Scentsy just speaks up on a turn. Oh, by the way, 33%, and to avoid any confusion, triple up. It's like a drunk uncle at a wedding. Like, what are you talking about? Why? Nobody asked the question, why? Okay. And again, going back to like free thinkers and numbers, right? interestingly enough, I've been reading up on this because I still owe you guys my final video for the Scentsy sweats. And don't get me wrong, I haven't forgotten about that. My girl Genevieve recently said to me, I love your videos where you pick things apart. I've been reading. I found an interesting article by the Direct Selling News. So remember that whole 2013 conspiracy theory about the reformulation of the Scentsy bar in 2013? It happened. I 120% know that it happened. They reduced the fragrance oils in 2013, much like they have just done in 2017. So they have done it a little bit over the years, right? For their own reasons. But it was interesting because in this article, they talk about sales, Scentsy sales dropping off between 13%. Guess what year? 2013 and 2014. Coincidentally, Scentsy's sales in 2 years dropped 13%. That was $26 million. And when they discuss it in this article, they're quoted to say, we were facing retail pressure, and there were a lot of other direct selling companies doing well. As other companies started to succeed, our field was not ready for the competition. In 2013, there was 2 direct selling candle companies, Scentsy being one of them, Party Light being the second. Party Light started in 1909 in a woman's kitchen and was made a direct selling company in 1973. And I'm sorry, what direct selling company are you talking about? Party Light was the only one, and they didn't even make wax melts in 2013. They made candles and accessories. They didn't start making wax melts until just recently. So what retail pressure or competitors in the direct selling market are they referring to? I mean, Avon's been around as long as dinosaurs could paint their toenails, and old ladies write checks. So I think what happened was Scentsy messed with their formulation a little bit in 2013, and that $26 million loss over 2 years was a direct reflection of them screwing with the fragrance oils, and thousands of people jumping ship saying, hey, this isn't the Scentsy we remember and know and love. Guess what else exploded in the year 2013? The indie vendor market. All of a sudden, a demand was created when people no longer wanted to shop with Scentsy. That $26 million didn't leave the candle market. The candle making industry is a $664 million a year industry. That $26 million was just spent elsewhere. It was taken directly out of Scentsy's pocket, and poof, the indie market explodes, coincidentally. So you would think perhaps companies would learn from little teeny tiny losses like that. I don't know. But here we have the same thing happening in 2017. And I called it in November, and here we are, the spring and summer catalog up. I don't know what to say. I do think that this hit will be way bigger than the $26 million hit in 2013. That's my next prediction. Because now the indie market has exploded. There's 50 of us YouTubers at least talking about vendor wax, and the vendors are all over Facebooks and restocks, and they're set. Their websites are loaded and ready to take your money. If this stuff doesn't work, you know, and you got 200,000 consultants selling for you. I think the change is possible because, you know, I think there's more consultants than there is people at Scentsy Commons. What do you do when your bars don't throw? Do you utilize the satisfaction guarantee? Do you think that if everyone started to send back this wax and say, hey, this isn't cool, like, let's forget about this brain shard of an idea of 4 to 5 cubes per melt and adjust the formula back to what it used to be, and we'll go back to love and Scentsy and living happily ever after. This is just, I don't know. I've been telling people since November when I made this prediction. It's not even really a prediction. It's, if you're a free thinker, figure it out. It's common sense. You know, I've been telling people when they ask me, so are you still selling for Scentsy, like outside of my YouTube channel? For people who don't watch my YouTube channel and they're not sure because I'm not doing as much as I used to with Scentsy. Do you even still sell Scentsy? I say to them, I feel like I'm going through a bad breakup. I really do. And since September 1st, without saying it, I'm kind of like buyer beware. Because I can't even tell you that this is the best stuff on the market anymore, or I can't really be like, yay, give me your money, because I don't feel comfortable making commission off something that I don't even like melting anymore. But we have like 200,000 consultants twiddling their thumbs and not saying much, or it is the way it is. Like, is that just the general consensus? What Scentsy says goes? Is anybody else voicing their concern or utilizing the 30-day satisfaction guarantee? Because I'm doing this from now on. And I think perhaps if Scentsy was sent this stuff back and saying, you know, this is my hard-earned money, and this is not what I thought I was getting. I want the old Scentsy back. Do you think that they would, you know, realize, oh shit, they've caught on? We don't need to reformulate the laundry line at $66 per 42 loads that nobody buys anyways. They're not going to buy it because it's $66 on top of the fact it didn't work. Like, that ship has sailed. Stop taking, like, your best product. My customers come to me for wax and warmers. And when the wax doesn't throw and the warmers need returned all the time, I'm at a loss. Like, what do I do? Other than start sending it back. And I think that's what everybody should do. If it doesn't throw, it's not vendor wax. Don't let it go. Send that shit back. If you have a satisfaction guarantee program, people need to start using it. Contact your local consultant. Tell them you made a purchase within 30 days and the wax doesn't throw, and that you would like to utilize the satisfaction guarantee about the defective wax. Because if not, this stuff is just going to collect dust in my closet. I'm not going to melt it, and I'm certainly not going to sell it, because I just can't get down with that. And if I can't get behind it and I can't say, hey, this is really great stuff, I have a really hard time selling it. And I cannot be the only consultant on the planet that's struggling with this. Come on. You know, it's just, it is what it is. It's common sense. So that's it, folks. If you have any questions about the satisfaction guarantee, comment down below. I will try and help you out, and if I can't, I will contact consultant support and get the answers that you need. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.